All right, everyone, welcome back to Foundational Health Solutions. I'm Dr. Stuart Hoover, joined as always by my friend and co-host Eric Marquette. Today we're diving into the bubbling world of hydrogen water, what it actually is, the science behind it, plus where the hype ends and real benefits begin.
Cheers, Stuart. Excited for this one. So let's start simple. Hydrogen water, in case you missed the latest wellness buzz on social media, is just regular water that's been infused with molecular hydrogen gas, H2. Not to be confused with your run-of-the-mill seltzer water, right?
Absolutely. You're not just getting bubbles. The key here is the molecular hydrogen dissolved in the water, which acts as a powerful antioxidant. This stuff can actually cross cell membranes and help neutralize free radicals, making it a unique tool for fighting oxidative stress at the cellular level. And heck, we did a whole episode recently about oxidative stress and antioxidants. So this fits right in if you're following our foundational health principles. Is also beneficial for helping with inflammation. This is another leading cause of most chronic disease today.
Right, and what's wild is it's dose dependent. So you can't just have a tiny little wisp of hydrogen and hope for magic. From what I've seen in the research and online, most experts say you need at least 0.5 parts per million, or ppm for it to be effective. That's like the minimum bar, yeah?
Exactly. 0.5 ppm is the starting point. But to really move the needle on health, especially for things like inflammation or energy, a sweet spot is more like 1.5 to 5 ppm. Some studies even go higher for tough cases like rheumatoid arthritis. Think 4 or 5 ppm and above. Below half a ppm? Pretty much a placebo in the world of hydrogen water.
And here's a tip from personal experience. I'm embarrassed to admit this. After a run last week, I left my hydrogen bottle in the sun. Came back later, bottle still cold. But the hydrogen? Completely gone. It just dissipates, doesn't it, Stuart? Like you really do have to drink it within, 20-30 minutes of making it.
Oh, you're not alone, Eric. Happens to all of us. Hydrogen gas is tiny and wants to escape, so for best results, you gotta drink your hydrogen water fresh, pretty much right after you make it. Wait too long and all those antioxidant benefits are literally floating away.
So if you're ever wondering why you don't feel a difference with your hydrogen pitcher, it could be as simple as timing. Drink it fast. Don't save it for later, folks.
Let's keep going, because once you hit those right concentrations, the science gets interesting. Higher concentrations, like 4 to 5 ppm, have shown some striking results for people with rheumatoid arthritis. Less pain, reduced inflammation, greater ease of movement. Pretty compelling for what is essentially just enhanced water.
And there's that metabolic syndrome study, with folks drinking high-concentration hydrogen water for nearly 6 months. 24 weeks, to be precise. Researchers measured improvements in things like blood sugar, markers of inflammation. The catch, though, is they used over 5.5 millimoles per day, so that's a serious dose, not just a sip here and there.
Definitely. If you're a healthy adult just looking to boost your foundation, lower oxidative stress, improve recovery, maybe keep your brain sharp, a clinical study found benefits too. In that one, people drank about 1.5 liters of hydrogen water daily at solid concentrations and saw real antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. So it's not just for people with big health concerns.
Yeah, and if we look at some Purify customer stories, the device I know you have vetted out and use personally. Alan A. is a good example. He said he used to get sick every year around the holidays, always a cold or something. But since he started using hydrogen water consistently, he hasn't missed a beat. Immunity, energy, just generally feeling better. And I mean, we've all been there, especially this past winter, right?
Absolutely. Becky S. had a similar story. She was searching for better sleep and digestion. After making hydrogen water part of her day, she described her sleep as the best in over a decade, and even her digestion started to turn around. These stories match what we're seeing in studies. When people give it time and make it part of their routine, the benefits really show up. It's not a cure-all, but it can be a foundational support, there's that word again, for feeling and functioning better.
It's anecdotal, but paired with the science, you can start to see why the hydrogen water trend has legs, yeah?
All right, let's get practical now. Not all hydrogen water gadgets are created equal. Believe me, you've got bottles, pitchers, and devices that promise the world, but if they aren't tested by a third party to verify their hydrogen content and antioxidant power, you could be stuck with, well, fancy, overpriced water. You want to look for an ORP, the oxidation reduction potential, ideally in the negative range of -200 to -600 millivolts. That's a marker for real antioxidant effect, not just marketing fluff.
Right, and I know this part sounds a bit fussy, but if you buy something that can only deliver, say, 0.2 ppm, it's basically a decorative bottle. I mean, who knew there was a wrong way to drink water? I love what you said in another episode, Stuart. Sometimes a device promises the stars, but all you get is miracle water with no magic.
Oh yeah, don't get me started on those miracle gadgets. Honestly, if something looks too good to be true and doesn't show you independent lab results, just walk on by. Always ask for lab-verified data. What's the actual hydrogen concentration? Is there a credible certificate, not just some blurry photo on the website? Does it mention FDA compliance? These details matter. And trust customer stories that share specifics like, my device gives 1.3 ppm every time, not just, I feel great.
Spot on. It's all about being an informed shopper. Read those certificates, check for negative ORP values, and don't be afraid to ask companies tough questions. You know, we talked about something similar with electrolytes and supplements. Always know what you're putting in your body, right?
Exactly. If you're building your health foundation, see what I did there? You want to stack it on facts, not just promises. Make sure your device delivers at least that 0.5 ppm minimum, preferably 1 ppm or more, and shows you real third-party data. Don't settle.
Well, that wraps up today's tour through hydrogen water, what it is, the science, and how to choose the right way. If you're curious or have tried hydrogen water yourself, drop us a message. And stay tuned, because we'll keep exploring new foundational health frontiers in the next episodes. Cheers, Stuart. Always a pleasure.
Likewise, Eric. Thanks everyone for listening. Please make sure to click the link shown in this post to learn more about the Purify Hydrogenator and use the discount code provided to save 10%. This is the product I use every day for my hydrogen water needs. Until next time, stay healthy, stay curious, and drink your hydrogen water fresh. We wish you all the best in health.